Good morning. Amazing sunrise. Really early start today. But today's a particularly exciting day for me because it's the culmination of a fair bit of work, I suppose, and experimenting over the lockdown. Yes. In that I've set myself, for some reason, a challenge or see if I can catch pelagics, and specifically decent tuna, with a milk bottle. So everyday ordinary those plastic milk bottles that people throw away and hopefully recycle, can I get from that to catching tuna? And that's the challenge. It's a beautiful morning. It's about 6:30. It's probably just short of 30 degrees Celsius already. Massive swell running, as you can probably see behind me. So gone to a few places this morning and it's all kind of just washed out. So come down to this little sheltered bay on the Australian east coast, and today we're putting the Amanzi lure kits to the test. So we got the Coco rooster tail, which is the surface rig with the squid, the octopus jig, and then we've also got all of the pelagic tackle as well. So I'll be showing you those to see if we can get some surface action. To be honest, I think with these conditions it's going to be very hard to get any decent pelagics. I think if anything, maybe some tailor, but yeah, as you can see, the surf's cranking. So to get on any of the exposed points this morning is really dangerous. So I've spoken to quite a few guys that I've seen this morning and all of them have just pulled a pin. So, but it's a beautiful morning. You can see from the setting, I mean, there's just wildlife everywhere, wallabies, and the sea's crystal blue. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's a beautiful morning to be fishing. So let's see what happens, enjoying nature and this beautiful coastline. So hopefully the munsies will get a take, but yeah, the proof will be in the pudding. I mean, in the next few months, I'm going to be putting these lures to the ultimate test and really, spinning hard with them. The idea is to, my objective is to get from a milk bottle to a tuna. That's ultimately, long-tailed tuna would be really good. So let's see what we can do. It's sort of day one in testing and pretty exciting. I have no idea if it's going to be a complete lemon or an absolute home run. So if you're interested to find out as much as I am, then yeah, come along for this journey. It should be pretty fun. The actual results and whether this whole process actually works, at this point in time, I have no idea. A few people close to me and my family said, that's really quite interesting and somewhat bizarre. So you should document that on YouTube and let people that are interested in this sort of thing, let them into it and be a part of this journey. It's the first fish of the day. Actually, a really nice tailor, about a 50 centimeter. I got it on the 14 centimeter Rapala X-Rap Ghost. I like the one with a little, it's got like a little orange marking underneath the lip. For tailor, it's absolutely deadly. It's actually really one of my favorite all-round lures, and the tailor like it. Actually, I got it on the pause, so if it came out in the footage, you'll see I was working it in this area behind me here, and I had a whole bunch of small ones come up on it, but I noticed that all of them were taking it on the pause. So yeah, just kept working that spot and got it. Actually took it really close, literally one crank to the end, which is quite typical for tailor. Bluefish, they followed all the way in and they stalked it, and then last minute bang, he just hit it. And yeah, nice fish, 50 centimeters, nice way to open up the account. So let's see if we can get a slightly better view on it. Yeah, we'll get him back. This would make really good eating. This is perfect pan size and really good fighters. So let's see, let's get him back home. And there we go. Yeah, it's encouraging. That's a welcome. Pull that one at least. Getting my bearings. So I've spent a bit of my spare time during lockdown trying to work this out, and I'm not a highly sort of engineering savvy mind. I don't have any formal training in any sort of design or industrial design or anything like that, so I kind of learned this process as I've gone along. It's actually been really interesting and really enjoyable. So if that's of interest to you, if you're an inquiring mind, if you're a fisherman, this is going to be a series where I travel the coastline primarily of New South Wales with a bunch of fellow fishermen, some really good chaps and some really good fishermen, to put these lures that I've made out of milk bottles to the test to see if they work. Well, we're going to call it a day for today. It's about 10:30, 11 o'clock coming on. Yeah, it's pretty slow. It's big swell, as I said earlier. And this spot's pretty good for tailor, but you know, Taylor in bed now. They feed nice and early. Nothing on the Munzie lures today, but I had a number of chases on the Coco rooster tail. This is the teaser. So I had a number of really small tailor chases. I'm confident that it's just a matter of time before, you know, we get something on these, but and early days as well. I've learned a lot also just from experimenting and just testing them, and there's some changes definitely that I'm going to make. But these little things are super effective in the water, in the right conditions for the pelagics. I think they're going to be really good. So that's it for this opening episode. I'm pretty excited to get this launched. It's been a concept that I've been thinking about for quite some time, and I guess, yeah, it's quite a big learning curve just to get everything set up, and you know, the whole channel set up and all the, you know, videography and the editing and so forth. I'm going to try and throw in some drone footage as well. It's another passion of mine. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy this. I think it's going to be quite an interesting season here in Australia. If you're interested to see if I can get from that milk bottle to a pelagic and a tuna specifically, a longtail I'm really hunting. I think it's going to be quite hard. At the moment the fishing all the way up the coast is very hard. I'm speaking to all my mates who fish, and it's very slow going, aside from, you know, ones and twos, and in the harbour there's some, in Sydney harbour there's some kingfish, but aside from that it's pretty slow going. It's El Nino here, so we're getting a lot of rain, we're getting quite a big swell, we're getting quite a lot of brackish water, although today this was amazing. So let's see how we go. We're going to keep going, and if you're interested, you know, subscribe to this channel and like this video, share if you liked it, and yeah, and hopefully we can conquer this challenge. It's pretty exciting. If you want to come along for the journey, then please do come along. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.